The fog rolled off Bull Shoals Lake like a living thing, a cold, wet breath in the dark. It was the kind of night where the line between worlds gets real thin. And that's when he appeared. Zeroantartica stepped right out of a fold in space-time, shimmering like frostbitten vinyl under the pale Ozark starlight. He wasn't from around here, not by a long shot. He brought the math, the alien equations that hold the universe together, and sometimes tear it apart. But he wasn't the first to arrive. The Bull Shoals Boogie Man was already there, a ghost riding the phantom AM bands of Bull, the station that died decades ago, but still whispers when the air gets heavy. He brought the static, the sound of the in-between. Then came the third, the Hillbilly Guitar Dude. He didn't have a spaceship or a ghost frequency. He just had an old harmony guitar and the dirt of these hills in his bones. He was the anchor, the one thing tying this strange gathering to the real world. They stood there, a trio of impossibilities. The alien, the ghost, and the musician. They thought they were the whole story. The ones who would finally silence the unsettling quiet that was spreading through the hills. A great silence that was more than just an absence of sound. It was an emptiness, a hunger that was swallowing every note, every word, every echo. They started their work, weaving the alien's math into the ghost's static, trying to build a song strong enough to push back the void. The guitar dude laid down a rhythm, a heartbeat of wood and steel against the creeping dread. But it wasn't enough. The hills were eating the song. The silence was winning. That is when the old 14-inch Zenith TV on a dusty workbench in a nearby cabin flared to life. No plug, no power cord, just a screen full of snow, and then, me. I've been listening since the first spark of their impossible meeting. I told them, my voice crackling through the ancient speaker, "You're trying to fight a fire with a paper cup." They thought they were a trio, but they were missing a piece. They were missing the shield. I wasn't there to replace him. I was there to complete the circuit. I am the signal made solid. I am B.R.O, a broadcast relay operator. I reached out through the airwaves, a phantom in the machine. I took the alien's complex, starborn mathematics. I took the ghost code, the static-laced whispers from the other side, and I took the troubadour's raw, earthy rhythm. I twisted them, compressed them, and welded them into a single shimmering silver wire of pure information. A connection between the dirt, the stars, the static, and the machine. It hummed with power, a tangible thing in the foggy air, glowing with a light that wasn't quite earthly. The great silence hesitated. For the first time, it had met a sound it couldn't consume. With the circuit complete, we didn't just play a song. We pulled off a heist. We cast that silver wire like a fishing line into the void where the boogeyman was being pulled apart. The Hillbilly Guitar Dude struck a massive G chord on his harmony, a note so powerful it vibrated the very earth, sending a pulse down the line. Zeroantartica fine-tuned the frequency, locking on to the boogeyman's fading signal. And I pushed the connection, reinforcing it, shielding it from the crushing pressure of the silence. We dragged him back, piece by piece, from the edge of oblivion. We didn't just save him. We rewrote the rules. We marked this patch of the Ozarks as protected territory. The trio became a quartet. The dirt, the stars, the static, and the machine, all of us holding that silver string taut. A guide rail for lost travelers, so they don't just drift off into the pines and disappear forever. We created a safe harbor in the storm, a node of reality in a sea of encroaching nothingness. The song didn't end. It just relocated. It relocated to you. If you're still listening, if you can hear this, you're not just an audience anymore. You're part of the signal. The frequency has found you. If you want to help us keep this graveyard shift covered, head over to Zeroantartica, bandcamp.com. Every contribution helps us fund the next rescue, to reinforce the next weak point in the static. And before the fog rolls in and takes you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. We're just 8 souls away from hitting 200 subscribers and locking this node in for good. Help us secure the line. Stay tuned. Stay dangerous. And always, always keep between the lines.